What's up, everyone? Another Void back with more Plan B for you. Episode 5 here, just really scratching the surface on this series, which is pretty awesome, actually, because we've done so much. Like, we've built a lot. Like, we've tapped multiple nodes now for, like, iron and stuff, and feeding a couple different cities. We got a really big warehouse built up over here. We got a pretty big manufacturing, basically, bus down here. This is working out really well. So, but what we need to start doing is considering iron, because we just don't have any iron coming in to feed these steel builds, and we're just not getting any machine parts. Like, it's just pretty much just a trickle coming in, right? Everything else is pretty piled up, so it's really just that. I mean, what is that? The concrete? Our concrete build's not doing so hot. Is this reinforced concrete? No, this is regular concrete, so we might have an issue there too. How's our sulfur doing? Sulfur is dead. Yeah, we got to tap a bunch of more nodes now because our sulfur is just literally dead. In fact, we're going to do that first because I was going to tap some other nodes, but the sulfur line is just decimated. I didn't know that. So we're pretty much going to be working on just that today. That's literally all. We just need to tap more sulfur, it looks like. We need to tap additional iron because we just don't have enough coming in for the steel like I was talking about. And our aluminum is almost gone. If you look at our aluminum patch, it's pretty devastated as well. There's just like a third of it left probably. So we're going to have to tap a new one of that. So also we get left behind this kind of remnants here. So I was thinking about maybe trying to just clean these out because I'm such a completionist and I don't like the way it looks. So why don't we try to do that? We might actually have a couple more right here that aren't done. This isn't going to bring in a lot. It's just going to be just enough to kind of, I guess, clear this out. Let's get that maybe working. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's that fault line thing. All right. Okay, that's about as good as it's gonna get. So let's just bring that up and send it in. We don't even really have to have multiple of these. We'll do it anyway. Okay, cool. Let's get some train in here. It's gonna have to be pretty long, right? Because it's gonna have to circle around. Let's get it connected. Let's do the loop-to-loop. This is, again, just to clear this out because I don't like these patches just hanging out. Let's get a train now to help us move this. We're going to move it from here, but we're not going to clog up any spaces here. We're just going to put it in to kind of a side piece right here, maybe way up here, just so we can kill it eventually later. We're going to bring in sulfur, and I don't know, just bring in like a bunch. Just bring in anything you can bring in, do it. Let's get rid of that. We're going to eventually have to do that with the iron too, but we'll wait till it's pretty much dead. Because if I look over here, I bet you I patched over something. Was I able to? No, I was able to get that in without covering up anything. So that's fine. But iron, it's going to be the same thing over here. Just wait till it's completely dead. We got a few things back here. We'll just wait. We got a couple of things over here still working. But let's get a new sulfur patch in right here. We got tons of extractors now. We have tons of everything, really. Well, not everything. Tons of extractors, tons of trains, tons of stuff. Actually, probably should check trains. I haven't looked at that since I played last. And I believe we're having an issue before. Let's check. No, 800 trains. We're doing well. Yeah, we're doing fine. In fact, we still have tons of rail, which we haven't really rebuilt. So, not a concern at all, to me at least. Let's get some pads in here now. Some depots. We'll start here. We're gonna train it out. From here, I guess. Sulfur, right? I don't care if they're extra depots. It's not that big of a deal. Let's propagate, which we don't need. Well, it's not bad to get ones you don't need, because what happens is you get bottlenecks if you don't go all the way out. Because what happens is, like, you really only get the throughput of a line. If you have two lines and then you have one line, or I'm sorry, one line and then two lines feeding it, you'll never get the full throughput. So you kind of have to put these extra ones in, even if they're like locally inefficient. Like, this is gonna have to squinch down into right here. It'd be better to do this and bring it down to a thing right here. So I guess we'll do that. That guy can make it. Okay, so let's get this all the way down. And I've noticed that on the carbon build. The carbon build is just being bottlenecked by depots. And that's just it just is what it is on that. Again, another bottleneck. Let's just fill that. It's sort of a bottleneck there, but we won't care too much about that. Let's get a few more depots in right here. In fact, we like to do something like this even, because we're going to put a track right through here. So this track is going to run right through here. And we're just going to connect it to the main track here. We'll just do a little bit of a roundabout. Like that. There we go. Now we can put a train on it. We've done this a lot, right? We're going to leave... Actually, we want 4, correct? We want it like that. So why don't we leave from here, picking up max quantity here, and drop back at the sulfur. But we're going to drop it down here on number 1. Mike, this is drop number 1, right? Let's get 1,000 on this guy, because we might be able to do 1,000. I'm not really sure what the throughput's going to look like. Let's watch it for a sec to see if it can keep up. And so even though, so the way our depots work on our train pickups right here, or drop-offs, is that in the interim, like as a burst mechanism, right? We've got tons of bots to load trains. The thing is, we can't keep the burst up because there are less bots to bring in resupply. If you look at stuff like the carbon over here, right? We've got a lot of burst bots, but look, we're really limited to how much these bots can bring in. So if I want to speed this up, I actually have to increase, even right here, it's only going to be able to gather a little bit more from right here. We're still going to have a problem pulling in from way back here. So this build is really pointless up to about right there. We might as well just kill it. Yeah, we might as well just kill this and like build on this side. So we'll probably actually fix that too. Why don't I put that in as something to work on right here in my little notes? Unclog carbon build. We're not going to ever get the throughput from this stuff, so they're wasted. This is all wasted. All right, let's go back to our sulfur build here that we just put in. It's glorious. You can already see it can't keep up. So the only way to make it keep up is to propagate this stuff back. So why don't we do a little bit of propagation here? I really don't want to do it where we actually have ore, because I don't want to stop up the actual ore production, right? Let's just give it a little bit more bots to work with so it can pull in from the back here. There we go. That's a little bit better, right? But yeah, we're at max throughput right here. So if we want more, we gotta hit another patch, or actually we can put another train like over here. That's not a bad idea. Let's actually do that since we're working down here already. Let's start getting something for this. Maybe like that. Again, just to pull that stuff down, we can like put something here, which probably won't help a lot. Let's add one more train to this, like right here, probably the furthest away from the other one. We'll put this as position 2, which for what we're trying to do would be right here, actually. Sulfur, bring as much as you can. I think 590 is a good limiter, so we might start looking at that. I might look at that off camera, like off episode, and see if I can even bring in more than that. Okay, they're slowing down, so they can't do this much. So let's back this off to a point where they can do that much. See, we got no trains, but that's okay. This is going to build up, right? It's okay to have no trains sometimes, because we got to build up a burst amount anyway. Look, even if a train was here, look how much is here. None, hardly. Like just a tiny amount. Let's get something for here, I think, too, maybe. We're already at the limit for this. We really need a new extractor. This extractor just doesn't pull out fast enough. In fact, all this is going down to here, and really this guy is not getting anything. He's getting like a trickle. So I'm going to actually back this up like that. I'm going to limit this a little bit so we can use both train stops. Okay, they're slowing down. That means we probably have too many trains on here. So let's just go down to 500. And then let's let this guy go down to 500 so they can evenly pull off this thing. Let's do that. Even now they can't. It's just something to know, something to figure out. Again, there is no calculator or anything in this game. You have to eyeball it. So we've got more coming in, that's good. And again, it has to make its way all the way over, which does take some time. Okay, so that's done. Let's put a couple more taps on these iron nodes as far as bringing in stuff. We actually have some space where we can, like FFO was saying, why don't you work the space back here? In fact, we don't even have depots back here. So let's put some depots in, and then what we can do is put a train back here. Again, we want to propagate this whole thing, not just part of it. That will not help. Now this, we really can't get away from it. But like here, we can go like this, and bring this in as a new train, okay? So let's get a new train in here. Let's get burst capability. Right? Let's do that. And then we want it over here too. There. And then we're going to draw this line basically straight through here. And the roundabout can be right here, I guess. Like that. It's not that big of a deal. And let's do it maybe like this. Yeah, let's draw this out a little bit more. Wow, okay. No, it's still not working the way I want it to. Actually, that'll work. Then we just do that, and then kill this and that. Okay, there we go. Now we'll bring this guy kind of through here. We don't want to step on those guys. We just want to, there we go, and bring it into the line right here. Perfect. Now we're just going to bring another train off of here, right, over to here. We got a couple extra drop-offs. I don't think these bots are working to full capacity. Well, these aren't, because there's not stuff coming in. Let's drop this here. We'll drop another one of these. Let's, again, bump it to 500. That's about max. All right, so we've got more coming in right there. Let's do it one more time and really max this warehouse up by propagating this down, right? So we can make another line down here. And another train. Now we could put a couple trains on this one. But again, for now, we'll just do one train. We'll just say, let's create a nice space here for bursting. Like this. And then we'll draw the line. No, literally draw the line. Okay, there we go. Put this guy in. There we go. Cool. Connect him again like we did the other guy. Boom. All right, now just a train, and we'll bring that guy into really our last position for this warehouse. In fact, I should think about putting in another piece of this warehouse because it's just not going to bring in enough. In fact, we should put it here. Let's kill this first. Let's kill this stop because I think this stop is going to here. Yeah, that stop is dead. So why don't we trash that one, and then we'll bring this one into that really prime position up there. It's definitely a better position. The bots are less busy. Or not busy now almost at all. So let's drop it to there. We'll do it the 500 thing. That seems to be a good number. Cool. Now we'll bring this guy in still, but we really just need to bring him, and really that's not even a good spot for this guy anymore. Let's move the bursting up here, and then we'll curve the train over. We don't need that much because we're not doing a lot with this. In fact, let's kill all this stuff. It's just really not good for us anymore. And then instead of killing all this, we'll just kill this because we're going to go around. Right, so we don't have to redraw anything. We can just do that. Okay, cool. Let's put a train on this guy. To pick up what little we do have there, we'll put it in this last kind of really junk position. And I think that's going to be enough because let's see if this guy can fill that. Not really. Not really. In fact, we should. Yeah. We'll just let that sit. We'll just let that sit. Because we got burst on there anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, but that guy's pretty much dead. We need a new warehouse over here. Let's kill this. I don't know if anybody's using it or not. Somebody is. Someone is. This guy is? Alright, well, let's kill that. We don't want this here anymore. You don't need it. So I'm guessing that this guy won't be able to operate, so let's kill him. Oops. Well, that's one way to do it, right? Let's draw him back in. Yeah, that looks good. Up to here again. It's iron ore. Really just maybe 270 max there. That's the max. Alright, so that's helping our iron coming in a little bit better. It's still not coming in super fast. In fact, maybe this guy should be bumped. Let's see if they can keep up with this. It looks like they can. So because of that, maybe we should increase this. Oh no, that's pretty much max. See how the trains are slowing down and there's one train right after another? That's a maxed line. And it looks like they can sort of keep up. We've got a little bit of backlog here. That's good. How about these guys? These guys could probably use a whole nother train. So we'll do that in a minute. We've got several trains on here now, so it's fine. We've got 4 trains on that now. Should be good to go. We might just need one more warehouse, to be honest. All right, so that's done. Why don't we tap another aluminum before it's a problem? Because if you look at our aluminum over here, oh, it's not bad. Aluminum's doing great, actually. Sulfur, we could tap another sulfur node. We probably want to tap that because a New London is going to grow over it. There's another one that's actually, it's not big, though. Let's tap this guy. Bring in some more sulfur. Yeah, this is definitely what people are saying, like, hey, you know, you should please update it so that we don't have to basically spend so much time tapping nodes. The nodes really aren't big enough. They don't have enough ore, and you go through them really fast. I think another thing, too, is if we could stop it building when it has a certain amount. In fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we go to our warehouse over here and look at what we have and don't have? And do we need all this? Like, we have 2,000 extractors. So why don't we just do this? We can always expand this. Can it even hit that? I mean, this guy can. We'll add this guy to here, I guess. But we don't need that many, man. We just don't need that many. So let's back that off. What about trains? We're only at 900. We can still use more trains, please. What about depots? We've got 3,000 depots. So why don't we kill some of these? Well, we can't. We can kill some of the producers. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Same thing over here. We don't need this many of these, man. We have 1,100. So I think that's the key here, is to not make gigantic builds, right? Just make some builds, man. Just make a couple. Same thing with these. We only need maybe a couple, so let's just do that. I don't mind having the space reserved for this in case we do want to expand. I think that's a good idea. We want scalability, but we don't need that much overkill. These, again, I'm kind of okay with. They just get backed up and sit there. They don't keep building. These keep building. That's really what drains your resources. They don't stop. Now that we've cut some of these back, we probably will see a buildup over here of our more, I would say, middle materials, not raw materials, right? Now, I am going to cut this back a little bit. We don't need that many trains. I think it's going to go nuts. It's just because we just built these, and we have 1,000 now. So I'm going to cut that back a little bit, because I'm a little concerned. Okay, yeah. One thing that will be, really leaving us at all times is stuff we're sending into cities, right? That's just going to keep being consumed until the end of time. There's really no stopping it. Okay, so let's get back to this sulfur build. We got pretty much everything we need. Let's get some depots in here. Again, we're going to propagate all the way down. We want sulfur. Let's go all the way down to... Well, that's probably good. Right, let's make this line. Again, please, 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 please give us blueprints. That would be nice. Let's keep going, because I'm going to pull 2 trains off this. I'm going to go front and back, as Ethfo suggested. I think that's a good suggestion, is to just... That way you don't have so much... You don't have the throughput bottleneck of just one side. You've got it going 2 directions, right? Multi-directional. In fact, you could probably pull 4. You could pull it off this. You could pull it off the side. You could just get it drawing out in all different directions. If you see that, like, that iron ore patch is so huge, we could totally do that there. It's just massive. All right, let's get this down into here. Again, placing all these is really where we spend our time. But that's okay. You know, it's still a fun game. It's early access. It's going to change a lot. I hope, at least. I hope this guy is encouraged to keep going. And I think with the money that we're sending this guy, he will be. Right? I mean, not everything's about money, but when you're trying to do your pet project, you got to be able to pay for it. So let's bring this train and let's put, well, we'll just put some burst in here. Again, sulfur. We'll put some burst right here. And maybe back here. There we go. Then we'll just bring in a line from here through. A little bit of a roundabout right here like we always do. Boom. Okay, that's too much. Then let's grab and drop. Well, we can't. First, we have to actually be able to connect it. So let's just connect it up this way. That looks good. I like it. Now we can do this and drag it and bring it over. Now this okay, we're gonna have to use, let's use up here. It looks like it's not as being used as heavily. Let's say 500. I think that's kind of the max that we can do as throughput wise. I want to put 2 trains on this. See, we're using more of this patch because we have more trains on it now. We can actually increase this, it looks like. So let's do that. Let's bring it up to 600 and see if it can deal with it. What do we got on these guys? Because they can totally handle it. 2,000? Yeah, the bots just can't handle it. Let's bring this. Well, we don't need 2,000. Let's do 1,100 and see what happens. Same thing over here. Can the bots just not load this guy fast enough? Man, the trains slow down a lot. Let's bump this guy to 1,000 as well. That might actually help. I'm not really exactly sure. I need to look at that. All right, cool. More trains. Yeah, we want these guys loading at all times. All right, cool. That's great. This guy's loaded up. Let's get one more train on this. Let's get that train. Let's put it another one of those burst systems back here. In fact, we'll do it there. So we want it like this. Bam. And we're going to bring it out of there, right? And then we'll fill out the last spot in this guy right here, this sulfur guy. Let's go up to 1,000. I think that's probably more appropriate. There we go. Nice. All right. So we've got sulfur hopefully handled. Again, aluminum's looking okay, but I know it's going to be a problem because this thing is literally almost gone. It's all backed up, which is good, but maybe we should fix the carbon. What do we need down here? Well, iron's still not coming in fast enough. Let's look to see what this guy's doing. Okay, he's about what I would expect. Everybody but the top 2 guys work. That's kind of how this build works. So that guy's full. Not full. This guy is not full. What do we got going on? Nobody's coming through. Okay, we got a guy coming through here. Looks like the bots. It's good. It's good burst. We're just not getting enough in. This is 1,000. I think they're just backed up. They can't pull out fast enough. Never pull out, right? We need another warehouse here. This is not enough. We need more. This is too tight, right? They can't burst. So maybe let's make another one of these, and we're just going to put 3 on each one. So I think that's our problem. Okay, so we want 12. So let's expand this. Okay. Then we're going to do, let's draw this up, I guess. Let's draw this over. Doesn't really matter how far. Perfect, actually. All right, let's draw the line. It goes like that. And then we're going to draw the roundabout, because this could be a second line here. Oops. Let's draw it off here, I guess. Boom. Okay. Fill this sucker in, and then we're going to get another one of these going. There we go. Okay, now let's divert some of this, because I think we just have trains coming in that can't unload fast enough. And we'll divert some of the pickups as well. Let's divert this guy. Let's kill him. This is our guy from down here. So I don't really care about that guy. We can leave him. And we'll divert, and then what we'll do is we will divert some of these dudes too. So let's go see who got diverted over here. Somebody got diverted. That guy right there. Let's pop another guy in here. Let's give him pole position. Over here, right there is pole position. Let's say I want 1,000. All right. And then we should divert another guy. Well, we don't need to. Right? Because this guy is servicing that. And that guy services that. Well, yeah. See how there's no overlap? So this is fine. Let's draw another train off here. We can draw. That's not a great spot. We have more capacity down here. Let's extend this out. So we're drawing there, and we're drawing there. The next draw point would be right here. So let's just fill this one in, and then we'll kind of figure out the rest of it. Yeah, it's this right here. Wow, the lag is really getting bad. We're going to draw from here, and we're going to pull it over to position number dose, right? We want 1,000. Oops. Right, 1,100, 1070, that's probably fine. Let's pull one more time off of this. Now this pull spot would be right here. Right, like that. Perfect. Let's get a train on that guy. Nope, let's get a train on that guy for serious. Okay, let's put him into the third position here. Right there. for 1,000. Right, 1040 or something like that. Okay, we've got stuff coming in. Well, it's on the way. It's not here yet. Let's divert some of this stuff. So we know we don't want these, right? That's too much. This is too much as well. It's just too much. We can't do it. So let's see where we just killed. Okay, we killed one from here. So let's get this guy. We should actually kill this. Let's do this. Let's put this guy on the second one. This guy will be on the first one. So we really only need one more. Right? What do we need? We need this. We're picking up from there and moving down here. That way each one of these has their own. Iron ore, 1,000. Right? Is that what we're doing with these other guys? Yeah, about 1,000, right? Okay, so we'll do the second one now. Now they have completely separate warehouses. I don't know why it's taking them so long to get the iron there. Let's drop to position 1, 1,000. We'll do it again. This might be just lag now. Okay, train pickup from there. Like that's position 2, right? To position 2. Iron ore. 1,000. And then position 3. And that's it. Again, it's not coming in very fast. But it is what it is. Do we need even more coming in? Jeez. Okay, 1,000. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that we've just now split their supplies. They should have more throughput now. The problem is I'm not seeing a lot of ore come in here. Why not? The hell is it? I've seen one train. Is it just not keeping up? What's going on? Let's go check. What is going on over here, guys? You're sending trains. I see the trains being sent out. Why is this taking so long? Oh, that's right. We bumped these to 2,000. So I think, yeah, there we go. There. Now let's bump this guy, but we'll do it in a much faster way. There we go. There we go. Load those trains. Load them up. Now, what about this guy? Yeah, you're not doing enough either. Load those trains, baby. 2,000. We need you to have trains in here to load. You're literally sitting there and your stockpiles are almost full. That should drain this iron patch. Well, it's really a double patch. This guy's good. He's been loading all day. He's only at 1,000. He's always got trains to load. Probably because we should probably feed him from this side too. So let's propagate that. There we go. That's going to help his throughput a little bit. His throughput's really bottlenecked right here. In fact, let's do this. Let's bring this up here. A little bit more throughput again for this guy. Should be able to keep up a lot better now. Great. Let's go look at this again. I mean, there's stuff in there, but it's still really slow. But at least it's starting to pile up a little bit over there on the left, the bottom left. You can't see because my face is in the way. It's starting to pile up here. That's good. We got more stuff coming through. All right, now let's check aluminum. How you doing, buddy? You know. All right, let's hit an aluminum pile now. Sulfur should be all right. Yeah, it's doing a lot better. Okay. So we're going to hit this aluminum pile down here, actually. And what I want to do is let's tear this out, because I already have builds for this now. I don't want any of that. The problem is, this guy's going to die. Neutrono's going to die. That's okay. We'll feed it at some future point. I don't really care about any of this stuff. It's a truck route, though. We don't want that. Let's kill the truck route. Literally just don't want to do this. It is antiquated and something we'll never use. That's again why I was thinking, you know, trucks might be a better thing to do locally, but you should never really use them for something really far away because you end up just killing it. Also because trucks are really hard on your performance. Trains are much better. As you can already see, trains are still not perfect. Like, they're still lagging the crap out of my system. So another thing I was going to do... Oh, we still have depots going on over here, too. Let's kill all this stuff. I don't want any of this. We should have we need a wider destroy path, too. Like a wider destroy paintbrush would be nice. Like one that's, I don't know, 10 tiles. We're going to re-tap this. And you know what? We might as well tap this too while we're here. Because you can send it on the same line that leads all the way up there, right? We should re-tap that. Okay, cool. Destroyed. Back to nature, baby. Back to nature. Cool. You know, I'm almost wondering if these would be better as 30-minute episodes. Just because they don't... It seems like the pace is better at 30 minutes. But I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Do you like them an hour or 30 minutes? All right. Let's recoat this whole thing. Let's carpet bomb this thing. Let's strip mine it. So the problem now is we're going to have these stragglers, but that's okay. We'll fit them into the build. No big deal. No big. All right, let's even out here where I don't really care. Let's get that. It just like has 5 pieces or something. All right, that looks good. Now we'll drop our depots as usual. All right, let's start back here. We want aluminum ore, right? Because that's kind of our main line. And then we're just going to propagate this thing. Again, should I do... I don't know. I just did a whole nother sulfur. Or did I do 2? It feels like I did 2. All right, let's go all the way up with this thing. Because our train, again, is going to be bottlenecked if we don't. Let's go over to here. I'm fine with that. Oops. Not that. There we go. Okay. Let's pull this up here so we know where it needs to be. Well, it's really there. Yeah, that's good. There we go. And down to here. Again, we got to do this whole thing. It just makes the throughput not be an issue when you have enough bots. You don't bottleneck yourself. There we go. Oops. No, I want... There. Cool. Okay, I hit all those. Keep going. We're just going to keep going. I don't need this one. This can be an extractor. This will be the bottom of it right there. All right, this side's almost done. Good. Not a lot left. Just a couple more things over here. There we go. You can see these other guys really backed up. In fact, this is wrong. Well, no, it's good so they can move between each other, right? Because if I had one more space here, which I could, I really could do this. Let's just draw this again. This is sort of not optimized. Because if it's 2, it should be that. That's what it should be. And then this is all extractors. Problem is, we're already having a problem moving it. So it doesn't matter if I do it like this. Because we can't move it out anyway. Can't move it any faster. So the extractors aren't the bottleneck of the system. Like I thought they were. Their bottleneck is the depots. They just don't have enough bots. Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, let's keep going with this. I did take some of it out, so let's put it back. A little bit of experimentation there. Thought I could get something more improved. But no. The problem is we need more than 2 bots. But here's the issue I bet you the developer's having. Is that optimization. You're going to really hurt optimization. So it's really... It's almost not an option. Let's put one there just to get that guy right there. There we go. Okay, now we got everybody. So I think I want the line to go out right there. And then we're just going to go... We'll go over and connect down here because I don't want it to get in the way of New Istanbul. So why don't we draw it in reverse? Let's actually draw this line out right here. I need to connect to something first. Okay. I like that you can see if it draws it straight. That way you can zoom all the way out. That's pretty cool, actually. That I like. I like it a lot. Let's try to draw this thing straight over the little fault line we just kind of found out about. All right, this might not work. Uh-oh, it will. Nice. Barely, but it will. Okay, so now we want to go... We want to keep going. All the way over to here. And then we're going to come up from here. Actually, we can hit that too. That other sulfur patch. All right, let's pull right through here. Right, I don't know if this is straight or not. Didn't burn in the past by that. All right, that looks good. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's bring it up. Can still bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Boom. And almost perfect. Let's kill that. Okay. Now let's connect it. Let's get it as close to this as possible. Well, really, we could do it like that, and then just down like this. Yeah, and then we just go over like that. And then we can do a roundabout like right here. There we go. And then I think what we can do is pull the sulfur up through there. That's perfect. Okay. So that means we're going to have a pickup pretty much right here. So let's get that set up. There we go. And then we're going to want them here too. Actually, no, we want it like that, don't we? There we go. Okay. Let's put a train on here. Pick up, right? We're going to go way over here, so it's going to take a lot of trains and it's going to take forever. Let's drop it at this higher up point right here. Aluminum ore. Pole, second position on the pole there. Let's go with 2,000. Yeah, that's 100 trains. That's normal. Let's go see if they can handle it. It's going to be picking up from over here now. Yeah, there's just a ton of trains. Yeah. Looking good. It's a nice burst system. Now I think we're good on aluminum. We don't need to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I can totally see how this is going to be just managing ore. Look at that. Warehouses filling up. I like it. I like to see that. These other ones, not doing well. How is New London doing? Again, not doing well. We need way more of this. But before, yeah, steel. We're having a steel bar problem. Let's go look. Why is this a problem? Well, this guy's good. What's this guy doing? Nothing? What is this? This is not working. Steel bar. Is it because we have 2 guys taken out of it? We have 3 taken out of this one. Oh, this is the other build. This is good. Oh, you know why? They can pull it off faster. They don't have enough bots to get it off the train fast enough. So this is the better build. This has more throughput. It's still slow as balls, but it has more throughput. In fact, we can take this middle guy out. And well, what I would do is I wouldn't put 3, I'd just put 2 right there and there. And we need another one of these. So let's reconfigure this. But it is doing well. See what I'm saying? Like, it still has extra ore here. It's not built up like this guy, but it has extra ore. Well, we don't need as many trains to do it. Yeah, I think we're going to convert. So let's do that. We got to take all this out. Got to put this in. It's also way easier. I think this is probably for what we're trying to do. This is a better system. And then this is just all that, right? I just don't like the 2. We don't need this. Well, it's also burst out. So that should start building up. And actually, we can take out the middle guy probably. But we'll wait to do that. We need one more steel up here. So let's reset these guys. All these now need to be reset. We don't need 3 coming in. And that's going to help us actually fuel another one of these guys. So let's go. We want a train coming from here. Right? We want you to pick up here. Pole position 1. Position 1 there. Drop to here instead. Is that too close? We have it here and there. No, I don't think so. Alright, doing iron ore. Bring 1,000. Okay. Actually, yeah, this guy could consume the whole thing. So maybe that is the difference. Maybe it is a better build. Because it's empty. That means it's processing all the ore coming out of there. Where the other guy is not. And I don't think the warehouse is having an issue. Well, now we won't be able to tell because I changed it. It looks the same. These warehouses look the same. Which means that this build was better because it's consuming more iron. This is not consuming as much. Damn it, I should have left it as is. Well, I'm going to fix that later. Well, no, I can fix it now. Let's just rebuild it. Alright, again, I think that's just faster. We're going to have to reset these, though, because it's going to consume a lot more of this stuff. Well, let's just put 2 in and see what happens. I bet you won't be enough. That's how we can tell. Oops, that's not what we want. That's how we'll be able to tell who is processing more, right? Let's put another one in right there because it's the center or the second position. And then what we'll do is probably have to put a third one in. That's wrong. Oh, no, that's right. That's right if you only have 2 spots. Let's do 1,000. There we go. Okay. That guy's got to fill up now, so we're definitely going to have a steel problem. This guy's filling up. That's good. With steel bars. That's awesome. That means we're getting a lot more steel bars out. Let's let that guy do his thing. Let's check on New London now. I think it's time to check. How are we doing on depots? Yeah, we have tons. Again, we could probably kill even more of those. How about trains? Are we building up trains? No. So trains is good. We're not building up trains. We are building up over here. That's good. That's going to put some less pressure on these guys, right? We don't need a billion of these things. All right, let's go check on New London real fast to see what it's doing. It's not growing anymore, but why? It needs reinforced concrete, and it doesn't have any. Why? Let's follow this supply line back and figure this out. Steel bars, just not enough. We need way more. This is going to back up eventually, so I think this is fine. These guys don't even have their iron yet, so there's that. We just have to wait for it to come in. You know what? What are we doing? Super fast. We'll go medium now that we're just waiting. Actually, we're kind of waiting for this to just pile up. So hurry up. This is not optimized. I'm sorry, but this is the more optimal build. Looks like they're getting trains coming in, though. All right, good. We're going to need to redo this. This is not enough. Let's redo these lines. It's just not enough. We want 3 of these coming from here. Position 1. And this is where we're getting a lot of lag because we turned up the speed. To position 1. Yeah, no iron ore, right. 1,000. Again, I wish I could copy these. But I can't, so it's fine. All right, position 2. To position 2. Boom. Again, if it can process 3,000 iron ore, and the other guy can only process 2,000, not even that. Actually, yeah, it can't do it. Let's take this out and see what happens. See if it can keep up. We'll definitely know then. We need one more of this guy. Let's do it. Position 3 right here. To position 3. Right there. Boom. Okay, that one's reset. So let's see if this guy diminishes. If he doesn't, then we know that my build is doing 3,000 per minute or per year, and this other build is only doing like 2,000 per year, which means I'm doing 50% more production. So, yeah, I mean, I am, right? I'm processing that much more iron. You'd think that that's what that means. Okay, cool. Okay, we're back up running, I think. It's not everybody's all the way back up because we haven't started piling up. But we're looking good. Let's build one more steel factory. Or, yeah, steel. Should we? Or we can just turn this off. The wait. Oh, this is off. Oh, it's grabbing from here. Yeah, this build isn't even... That's why they're... Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, let's just kill these. Kill. We don't need that going on, please. Okay, cool. We only have one mechanical parts build. It shouldn't be spreading out like that. All right, cool. I think it's starting to pile up with steel. That means we should be getting steel down here. I mean, we're getting a little bit, but not a lot. Hardly any at all. How's steel doing up here? Steel decimated. Part of it, too, is we're pulling way too much. Well, that's delivery. How does it have 5 delivery locations? Destination change, origin. Where is this thing created? Oh, yeah, that's steel. Okay. Yep, it only has 2 on this side, 3 on this side. We probably don't need that many. Because it's not piling up, so there's really no point. All right. Yeah, New Toronto is obviously dying. What about New London? Yeah, we're dropping, dudes. Yeah, we need to fill this thing. I think our iron ore is doing great. So why don't we, let's put one more steel thing in. In fact, we're going to convert this. It's clearly can't keep up. Okay, my build is better. It's just better. So let's do that. We do this then, right? To move this down. Wait, we don't need that. Oh yeah, we do, because we put factories in here. These are the additional factories too. All right, so let's keep going with that. There we go. And then we're going to need something here, right? And now we're going to need to bump it up. See, it's not going to be able to keep up now. So let's add more. Let's pull again from this. From up here. Right in the center. Position 3. Down to position 3. Bring me more ore, because I can actually process more ore now. Still think we need to build another one of these. Probably still not going to be enough. It's starting to pile up, though. It's starting to pile up. Is mechanical parts piling up? I mean, it looks like it is. Look at these. They're pretty stacked. What's this? Oh, aluminum ore? Okay. So if we go to up here, mechanical ore should have a depot, correct? Where the hell is it? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it's starting to pile up. That's good. So I think we just keep doing this. We should make one more. Yep, the steel is finally coming in. Like, this thing is maxed. That's good. But see, it looks like it's not enough. I'm spending a lot of time on this. I know this is not super exciting. But it looks like all my extra guys are just not running. So how many guys do I have running? So that's 10, right? 15. And 20. I only have 20 that are operating. But it's eating all the ore, isn't it? Do I have any guys that are sitting around? No. It's hard to say with I can't see the trains. It's hard to tell if things are a throughput problem or not, because... Okay, see this train's going really slow and there's already a train behind him with more ore? So that's a throughput problem. Can't burst. What we could... Well, we can't... Let's do it for just iron, I guess. Is let's have another set of these to increase throughput. Let's do that. That might help this build. We don't need to do it for the other builds, only this one. Yeah, there we go. Look at them go now. Okay, now they're filling them up. We're getting stuff way out here now. So that was the problem there. Is throughput. Can't get it off the train fast enough. Okay, I like that. It's a little bit better. Burst, a little better burst, right? Yep, trains are moving through faster. That means we're getting more and more ore off this thing. Now, it might kind of pile up back here. The problem might be we can't move it forward fast enough. But it is what it is. What we could do... Nah, we still need these pads to burst out this steel once it starts to back up. All right, well, I'm going to cut this a little early because I feel like this episode is just kind of dragging a little bit. And I'm thinking 30-minute episodes might be better for this series. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're new here and you like Plan B, please consider subscribing. I do one of these every other day. On the off days, I'm doing Factorio every other day. So let me know what you think. I only do building games. I will probably be starting up a new building game relatively shortly. I don't know how long Plan B will last. Usually I do 2 games at a time. Kind of just depends on how many games are out there and what you guys think. If you want to see a game I'm not playing, put that in the comment section too. I'd really appreciate that. A thumbs up always helps the channel, helps me know that you like this, and I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.